Hello, everyone. This is going to be a yoga day quickie. And drawing a little bit on what I've been talking about in the past, how breath and movement are a great way to kind of like get us out of a funk, get us out of anxiety, just using our body and our breath and touch to get us in a better state from where we can tackle life differently and tackle challenge differently. So we're gonna stand up. This is gonna be a little bit of a quick practice to energize the body. It's pretty much for everyone. So just know that you can modify at any point. What doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. Do it in a different way. Take care of yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna start with just standing in Tadasana. It's like having the feet hip width apart, hands towards the ground, and really feeling the groundedness through all four edges of the feet. And at the same time, feeling as if your head was like connected to the ceiling or the sky with a thread. So really finding this upright, nice, long, energized way to stand. And then check in with yourself quickly and see how you're doing today. You can do what is called a weather report, just like a quick snapshot of how am I doing? Is it like all sunny, pretty day at the beach? Or is it like thunderstorms in there? It's really dark. And just come up with a picture. Don't overthink it. Okay, and then we're going to start with taking the arms up, the hands towards the sky and the ceiling. And then exhale. Take the arms back down. We're going to start to deepen the breath here. Inhale, take the arms up, knees can be slightly bent, and exhale. And last one, take a deep inhale in, ground down through the feet, fingertips towards the ceiling, stay here for a second, hold the breath, and then exhale, bend the knees and let your hands and arms swing to the ground, shake your head, yes and no. So nice. Maybe staying here for another breath. And then bending the knees and then slowly coming up to standing. Take the arms again towards the sky. Stretching long, holding the breath for a moment here. And exhale, bending the knees and really let it go. You can sigh it out. You can do the brr sound. Shaking the head, yes. Shaking it, no. Maybe wiggle your hips a little bit. And then time. Taking care of your lower back. If this doesn't feel good, come up in a different way. Come up more slowly. Inhale, reach the arms. And stay standing up and let the arms come down. And then start to wiggle your whole body. This is a little silly. Maybe this is not a like straightforward traditional yoga practice. It's more like yoga-ish. But start to kind of like shake it out. I love this kind of like exercise. It's kind of like a yoga kundalini dance hybrid. Pick your arms up, really shake it out. This whole exercise is really to like get you up from your seat, to move your body, to use your breath, as I said. I love this sound. Hey, let's do one more. Take a deep inhale, keep shaking your body. Okay, good. How's everyone doing? So right now we're feeling into our body again and see maybe how this little bit of movement starts shifting how the body feels, starts shifting how the mind feels. Nice. And you don't need a yoga mat for this. Maybe you're standing on the ground and that's totally fine. We're gonna come to standing in the front of the mat if you have one. And inhale, take the arms all the way up again. Oh, it's really here. And exhale, fold forward. And do a simple modified sun salutation. Inhale, take your head up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then step your right foot all the way back, lower your knee to the ground. And then inhale, take your arms up. Coming into a lunge. And exhale through cactus arms. Take your hands behind the back. Maybe interlace the hands if that feels good. And then exhale, release, take the hands to the ground, step back into a plank. Hold it for 3 breaths. You can always lower your knees down. Remember, take care of yourself. Push the hands into the ground. Make your core strong. Reach the heel back, send the head forward. Last big inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Knees can come down first. And then inhale into a cobra pose. Hands right next to the chest, lifting the head, the shoulders up, pushing the feet into the ground. Exhale, lower back down, and come into a downward facing dog. Super modified sun salutation. Spreading the fingers wide, pushing them into the ground. You can bend your knees, shift your hips back and up. Ah, nice. And then exhale, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee down. And then inhale, come up with the arms. Nice job, everyone. Exhale through cactus arms, taking the hands behind the low back, feeling the breath moving in and out gently into the torso. Exhale, take the hands down, tuck the back toes under, back to plank pose, and then stay here for 3 breaths again. We're strengthening the core, bringing some fire into the body. Yes, some energy. Again, you can lower the knees down too. Doesn't matter. Last inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Knees can come down first. Inhale into a cobra. And exhale into a downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. If downward dog doesn't feel good, you can always replace it through like some simple cat-cow stretches. There's no shoulds, no musts. Make this practice truly yours. And then slowly, last exhale, walk your feet forward towards your hands. Knees can be bent. And shake your head, yes, shake it, no. You can take your hands to your hips, or you can, for a moment, interlace the hands again, taking them away from the low back. Then everyone, take your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Nice. Again, maybe check in with yourself, see how you're doing. And do little circles with your shoulders. I just love these exhales. I think I learned them from Dina Amsterdam, who's a yin yoga teacher in San Francisco. And she even did a stint with MIT to study some of the effects of yoga. You know, many of you, that I'm a research geek. Inhale, take your arms up. And there's a lot of good science around many of these practices that we're doing. So just know that if you're one of the more critical people, you're still not buying into this whole yoga and meditation thing, just know that there's a lot of evidence and research on this too. Inhale, take your arms up, back to center. Take the other hand, stretch to the side. Nice. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, taking the hands back down. Then have your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Shake it out for a moment. It's another thing that I love doing. Oh, feels so good. All this sitting. And then just gentle swings from side to side. Again, being super careful with your low back. I know many of you have lower back issues. That's also why some people don't do so well with forward folds. And again, 1,000 ways to modify your practice. And yeah, if you want any advice, you can always send me a WhatsApp, send me an email. I always love helping people find their own practice. Nice. Okay, come back to center. See how you feel now. Step the feet back together. Then we're going to do, for stability and balance in the body and the mind, we can all need more of this right now, tree pose. Finding your stable feet again, like Tadasana. Deep groundedness through the feet, as if you were shooting roots into the ground. It's a very nice visual for times like this, where you're really connected to the ground. And then lift your knee up, one, it doesn't matter, and place your foot where it lands. It could be that your feet is still on the ground, that it's here. Absolutely great. Or a little bit higher, or all the way up. And then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale all the way. And if you want to add more, you can bend a little bit to the side where your knee is up. Whee. Inhaling back to center. Exhale through cactus arms again. We're going to broaden those chest muscles. Those that are really tight when we sit all day in the shoulders. Everything gets really tight. The neck. Release. Lower down the foot. Shake it out for a moment. Yeah, and then we're going to do the other side. You guessed it. And then lifting the other knee up, placing the foot where it wants to land. And then inhale the arms. Yeah, maybe this is plenty. You don't need to do the side bend. Just add to it if that feels good. You can also always go to a wall and have the wall for a little bit of stability and then let go of the wall once in a while. All great ways to kind of like practice your sense of balance. And the wind is almost like, yeah, it's shaking my tree. But this is the good visual with the roots in the ground. The body can shake, the tree can shake, but it's still grounded. Nice. Exhale through cactus arms. Making that chest nice and broad, working through the shoulders. Interlacing the hands behind the back one more time. And releasing, letting go. And then again, hop up. Just move your body in any way that feels good. Maybe you want to shake your booty. Okay, people are really looking at me right now at the beach. And that's another thing. Who cares what people think, right? And then do this, kind of like take your arms and pat your back. And one arm goes on top, and then the other arm goes on top. And then bring it to the shoulders and start patting down your body. This is a practice that I love, that I learned from trauma research. It's another way to really feel the body. And I think it's another exercise in Eastern traditions as well. Not so familiar with Qigong and Tai Chi, but it's really, go to your back, pat that up, my shoulders. Maybe give you a little bit of head massage. And exhale. Okay. Then find your stable feet again. And also know if you're really tired right now, maybe you want to lay down for a minute. Just lie on the floor or sit down. But since we've been sitting, most of us, most of the day, I'm going to do this standing. And just feel yourself from the inside out for a moment. Letting your breath cool down. Just feeling your body from the inside out. It's nothing to do, nowhere to go. And then check in with yourself again and do another weather report. What's the weather now? Maybe it's still the same. It's also okay. Or it has shifted in any way. And maybe now it's sunny while it was really cloudy before, or the other way around. There's really no right or wrong. It's just like allowing yourself to learn how the practices and exercises you do affect you. Okay, everyone, open your eyes. Maybe you want to take another deep breath, stretch. And then I say namaste. Have a good rest of your day. I hope this practice has helped you to regain a little bit of energy. And I hope to see you next time.